So, welcome to the 2025 PositiveNaija December Forum talk on International Human Solidarity Day. So, basically, we'll just talk about what we have learned this year in terms of unity, individually, society, family, poverty eradication, sustainable development. So, are you ready? Ready?
Yeah.
There's actually one small rule. Phones, if you want to press your phone, answer a call, then you have to go out.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so just we have the games. In the games we cannot, but for this one, because we actually want to listen, we actually want to learn, we actually want to be present.
Okay.
So this is your first time of doing it, but the first edition I had it with Ubulu and Kochara. So that's why I'm bringing the rules, and anybody who comes, they know that this is actually how it is. So
basically, we're talking about how to improve our economy development, like based on.
So basically, what we have learned this year.
Okay, what I've learned this year.
But in terms of what we have learned this year, generally speaking, but the focus is centered around unity. How can we love one another? So what have you learned in terms of how we can love one another more in the society? What kind of ideas for business towards eradicating poverty, investments, development generally? So what personally have we learned that we feel is a good lesson that can help us grow in these areas?
Well, me personally, what I've learned this year is making good friends. That is like a good sign, because I know that I have some good friends that I made just this year. Surprisingly, once I need something from them, it's like a vice versa relationship, friendship. If I need something from them, I can always reach out to them, and I'll tell them like my normal what is going on. They can always tell me if they have or not. Same goes with them. They can always ask me. But I know the power of friendship is always good, and those people now you're leading, you have to make sure you have like pure intentions, like towards them, talking, always saying what is in your mind, because they like when people are open. Some people are like that. So now like this, and still you're not supposed to put your hope on somebody, because it can always let you down at the end of the day. But that aside, how we can improve our economy is we have to learn how to share ideas with one another, because there are some people that have, and they will just be letting
Very true.
some people be suffering purposely, that people be calling them boss, people be blaming them, but they don't know that life doesn't happen that way. But once you know how to share ideas with one another and you help somebody, you don't know where that help will reach at the end of the day. The help might also reciprocate to you back. Surprisingly, you might not even know self. So, and again, poverty is like something like you came to this world to come and face, and you have to come and you have to come and deal with it in one way or the other. Some people want to wait for God. Some people go out of their way to now and do money rituals. Some people do some negative things. But just when you do some things that you know that is the right thing, God will surely reward you. So now, let me say like now, investment. I don't even know how to invest. I sabi waste money, but I know that once I see a rightful source, and I know that I've seen somebody like with my face and or it's my close friend, my person, I've done something I think brought money back to him. I can do whatever it takes to try and invest in that thing, even if it's like a month something. You just wait, you suffer the sapa, you suffer the owuness, and you just enjoy at the end of the day. But once you have the little you have, and you know that you have plans for something big, it's never a good idea to dry your pocket, despite how good it is. That's what I'm still learning, but still, it depends on your plan B, your contingency plan, because when you have a plan B, like having good friends, you can always say, oh boy, if you help me out, I don't do one or two things, Will fit help you out, you fit come pay them later. That is like plan B, like empty your pocket for something good. But at the end of the day, help people when you have, especially when you know that it's something that someone will tell you thank you from their heart. Deep down, God will surely reward you. Then what I have to say in conclusion is, let me say, like, people that have money, if you have money, give the little you have to somebody to help them. The most little, you will value it. And then that is basically everything. How to stop poverty? I don't think poverty can be stopped unless if it's something that can be controlled. That is you standing up on your feet, telling the world, you're standing against the world, telling yourself that no, that this cannot be me. You stand up and find the bread. You find the daily bread. You look for a way forward. Then before you know, you now start seeing other opportunities coming inside the opportunities. So basically, that is it.
Wow. I mean, I think I've learned some very interesting things here. You know, there's sometimes that even when you do certain kind of things, until you hear somebody articulate it, you're like, not true. I'm not saying not true. They do this thing, but now I don't see say if person they reason them like this, it means say this is not true. So, I mean, I think the standard points from what you said that I really like first is help people when you have. And that's a very powerful thing. There's a book I read. I can't remember the title now, but is it the power of significance? I can't remember. Or is it the power of significance? I can't remember anyway. By John C. Maxwell, I believe. But what it says, what is rich? Rich is when people come together and they share ideas, they share knowledge, and everybody grows together. That is rich. One man cannot just be rich on his own.
That is true.
So there must be a currency, there must be a source, there must be a connection.
I agree.
You know, so that's one powerful point. Another point that I like that you said, and it's really true, is no matter a good idea that you have, don't put all your eggs in a single basket. Eggs equals to your finance.
Yeah.
Unless you have a good backup.
Sorry, can I take this call?
Yeah, sure.
Let me go outside.
Sure. Backup. Damn.
Where did you get this kuli kuli? I like it.
I bought it in the market this afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, I went out. This one full noodle. So, just before we go ahead, and that's what I really like. That you didn't say it directly, but the way you explained it makes it very clear that good friends are kind of investments.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the point.
Good friends, friends you know you can trust, you can depend on. You know, when we talk about investment, people always see money. But interestingly, even this year, I've come to learn much more. Well, I've known it for some time anyway, but this year I've come to see in a more clearer picture that people are a big source of investment, both source and beneficiaries. So, I mean, it's a very powerful thing, and then therefore means that one has to be quite careful, selective, the kind of friends, associates that they pick, move on, trying to check what's the value. You know, what's the value? What's okay? Even if there's no value, how can you also give value? Just like you're saying, always share ideas, share information. So I think, I mean, these are really interesting things. For me personally, I will have to even go and reflect and meditate on the point you said, that no matter how good an idea is, because it's very true. There are many people in this life, in this world, who have poured in. Oh, I believe in this, and it's always good to always believe.
Why not?
You understand? But then I think somehow you need to also be very careful, because it's life. Something can happen, anything can happen. You know, especially when you are starting that thing as a newbie. Anytime, one thing I've learned, especially this year, is an accumulation of me opening this art gallery, is that anytime you're starting something new, there will be serious challenges.
Nice.
Serious challenges. I'm coming, please. So, in this life, anything you are doing, there will be serious challenges. So, you need to be very careful how you are believing, the resources you are putting into that thing, and all that. But, I mean, very nice point. For me, I would say two things stand out for me in terms of what I've learned this year, and how it can contribute to poverty eradication, unity, and development generally. Number one, the power of patience.
True.
I mean, I've come to see the power of patience this year so much. That's number one. I will go into it.
Okay.
Number two, the power of good information. See, sir, as we are like this now, do you know there are opportunities for us? Look, they're looking for what you and I can do, and we can get like 50,000 before the end of next week. Easily, just for can you do this thing, and you are sure. But to the extent in which we have that information available to us, it goes a little bit back into what you're saying about having good friends, people who you know are very resourceful, people who you know have goals in life. These for me are the two biggest lessons: patience Patience. Most of the books I even read, I keep seeing that value, patience. And I mean, with patience, it's not easy to be patient. Most people will say, where the rush go? I'm patient now. But not until a situation comes. Can you wait? Waiting is not easy.
It's not easy.
Can you wait? Can you talk to yourself that, let me delay gratification? Because to wait is to believe. No. To wait is to believe in yourself, in God, in people. You have to be patient with people, patient with yourself, patient with God. And to be very honest, all of these three is not easy at all. How much more you now add patience with Nigeria? You know? But patience is a very powerful tool, because I've come to see that when you are patient, for me, in other words, there's a motto I have towards that patience for this year. I'm not going to rush. Rushing has put me into big, serious issues this year. Big serious issues. I just be, and when you are rushing, you are bound to make a mistake. Even if you are rushing, a customer comes, you are bound to lose. So it teaches me to be calm. This year taught me to be calm. When you are calm, it might look like, how does it affect all the things that we're talking about? But when you are calm, it saves you money in your pocket. When you are calm, you think clearly. And someone who is able to think clearly, is able to know, talk to people, have the right connect, and you are happy. That alone is health. Because I mean, if impatience leads you to wrong decision, my brother, you cannot sleep. This year I experienced so much due to lack of patience. And that also leads me as a B part of this patience, that if I am not sure of something, I wouldn't go into it.
How can you confirm that thing? It's not like you say. How would I put it? Like
you ask questions.
That is true.
You ask questions. So for instance now, you ask questions.
You browse on it.
You can browse anyhow you want to get the information about that thing. But you're asking questions, whether online, offline, friends, family. Ask questions. That person or that trader, or ask questions. When you're asking questions, the way they reply you understand? If maybe you want someone to do it, the way they reply you should let you know what you're about to enter. If you are truthful to yourself and you are truly patient, not you are giving excuse. Maybe for instance now there's a girl that someone likes, and you say, this babe, I like her, but I know they sure about them. Welcome. I know they sure about them. You're not sure. Why you can come close. Why are you trying to now rush? You understand? So powerful. The next one. Come in, let me just introduce Bryce. Mr. Bryce, you're welcome. All right. So we're actually having a session, forum talk. We usually have it once every month. One day in every month. This month's edition is actually today. So what we do is that we pick a topic, relevant topic, and we deliberate on it, share experiences, share ideas for knowledge. And so the topic for today or this month for our forum conversation is what we have learned this year, tied to, because we are celebrating International Day of Human Solidarity, which is actually tomorrow, but tomorrow because we have the program, so we are putting it for today. So every December 20th is International Day of Human Solidarity. So basically how the world can be more united, you know, how the world can be more united. Welcome. Afternoon. Please. Okay. Just a second.
A second. Are you coming back? With a meeting, very cool. I'm tired. Nothing. You get him alone. What you're thinking? Nothing there.
Okay, with my chest, I'm
Oh wow. Nothing is all. You don't know. You want to listen. Nothing doing. But yeah, they're at home. When they comfortable here. Because me said, I don't need to talk anymore. I've responded to that message I saw on TikTok. Wow. Guys,
Nah, we see.
that I didn't expect that to
I don't want to make it happen, but guy, I don't put my mind.
But as you send me self happy, I don't prepare my mind. Himself, then the guy they take too much risk. But he get one kind of thing when he do, where he go still take cool at the end. Like those people, they know fans like Steve very well.
You know, all these people,
They know they're moving now.
they anything we will make the story sweet to everyone. Now, even if we pay you as long as that it will be very emotional. Yes. Yes. One of the take China if Dustin die.
I'm not sure saying that should I'm very sure about Steve won't right from time. Before you even show me this now, they are well.
Yeah, I shan't lose a person. In fact, not even person say people will die.
I said the ending, but they're just like how many more days from now? 9 more days. On the 28th of this month.
Don't be 28 or 26.
When I finish this, very Boxing Day.
All right, sorry for the break in transmission. All right, so talking about, by the way, you can have some. Yeah. So, what we learned this year. Already Bakuman has started. I've also started a bit of mine. It's just basically what we've learned this year. Just share ideas, share tips onto unity. Personal lives, family, society, generally. Poverty eradication. How we can improve our personal lives, savings, investment, business ideas, at least personally, and then society-wise, how can poverty be eradicated, and then sustainable development. So development in general. So basically, it's already, just to give a summary, Bakuman has given some interesting points. What he has learned this year includes: 1, help people when you have. Number 2, good friends are investments. Number 3, no matter how a good idea is, don't put all your eggs in that basket. Number 4, always share ideas with people. Ideas, information. That's what Bakuman has shared. For me, I've said that the biggest lessons I've learned this year: patience, and then good information. Good information, the power of good information. So yeah, this is where we are. For our sessions on the forum, this is your first time, same as Bakuman. The first edition we had it with Ubulu and Coach Sharon. So we have some rules: no phones. If you want to answer your phone or something, then you can just step out, do it, and then come back. So basically, when someone is speaking, allow them finish. Then you can ask all your questions if you have. So yeah, that is largely it. So you are welcome. You can have from this. Okay, cool. So yeah, and it's also being recorded. Yeah. So, but like I said, I mean, when we're having games, and of course you can. But when we're having talk, we want the presence of mind. You know. So yeah. Let Bakuma come and then we'll continue. Who is that? only small surprises that I have for one. I don't have this one, don't get that. Market. That's at the market.
You don't like this quality.
Yeah, the same thing with this one. Only say, let's say you talk about color.
Don't buy this type, please. Look like paper is used. It's like later, don't buy. You say that one that is
This
stronger
one
than
is
this one.
okay. I don't know that one, but now this type we get. And this one is the same thing with this one. So if not this.
Yes, and look at what's right. Don't buy this type.
Okay. Please, if you're going to buy this like leather,
Buy the one that is
strong, strong. Well, this is the normal, the way, like this one which is good for them at the same time.
This one went cheaper. I want.
Yeah, for the rose flower. Okay. We're going to get them well. Yeah, in the market. Alright. Back to where now? We'll continue. Alright, so I think I've already done a recap. I will just finish up on my point. So what I've learned the most this year, how to be patient. How to be patient, and then the power of good information. Power of good information. Like you said, I mean, ask questions. Ask questions. If you are not sure, ask questions. Check the reaction. You should be able to know if the person is, I know it don't really matter, I know, and you are not sure, don't proceed. Why would you want to proceed on something that you are not sure? To just, I mean, it's like you're just putting yourself into confusion, and anything you see, you take and pressure. So you need proper, just like how in chess you calculate, you move when you are sure. So put it into real life. You understand? It doesn't mean that something cannot still solve, but at least you took that decision because you feel like you are sure at that point. I don't think anybody plays chess, for instance, just like you're not sure at all of anything, whether they would attack you or defend you, just play. You know, you have to be sure. So yeah, so patience, good information. This year I've come across some wonderful information. Since I got it, I began to share it. You know, how to pay attention to your financial life. You know, I mean.
But you know, but in this life, normally we are human beings, we make mistakes. So normally me myself, I've fallen victim in some circumstances that I've made mistakes that you end up regretting. But we're not perfect. Like now, maybe like for example, like there's one time, just this year, there's one man that called me from my university, told me it's been long that he wants to introduce a business to me. That is the power of information. But now, it's been long. I know the man, but how would I put it? I don't really know him, but I've come across him maybe like a couple of times in school. But not as if I know the man very much. So the way he got my number, he said he got my number from the school group chat, which I'm still in the school group chat, but he told me about a business. For you know, once that actually put money, for you to be sure, you not starting questions about let them prove like how they get the money, stuff like that. At the end of the day, they might actually do some kind of fake editing, show you proof of funds fake, but you end up getting scammed, peer pressure, you just be giving false information. So now, my question is, you do your findings, like browsing, you can even go to the extent of going to the location, but it's scary to even transport yourself to your unknown location that someone is telling you maybe industry, but Lugbe, so place you now come there, maybe they even kidnap you, say, but maybe you do your finding because you don't want to keep the person pending, waiting for a long time. You now say okay, because it's a small sum of money like 20 to 30,000, you get scammed. Then don't, but you don't know it's scam at the beginning, no. You keep asking for money before you know the money don't decline 100 to 20 to 30 to 40. Why am I going to say 40, 100, 200, 300? Like this year, the kind of money where I lose, I'm not even talking about it. That one taught me a big lesson. You know, in this life, sometimes we learn from our lesson.
Very true.
We learn from our lesson because that is the only way you can learn. And we also learn from people's lesson. So we have to always pay attention and be observant to what's happening around you, so that you not fall into someone else's mess.
Okay, so what I would contribute for that is that if somebody comes and says, there's this business idea or that, so just 20K, you have to check what is the value. You understand? So if somebody brings something, what is the value? That one. So what kind of business is it? Is it buying and selling? Is it just put money and to increase? Put money to increase. Those people that you are giving the money to, what are they putting it into that will increase? You understand? So beyond just asking questions, you need to know exactly what you are putting your money into. If it's money, so you need to ask the right questions. So that is where guidance comes in. So if you know of some, okay, please sir, this thing, what is it about? You can say it's crypto. You can say it's silver. There are many things today. We've had cyberbecks this year that crashed. So if you are taking money, you check what is the product being traded. Is this person okay? Is he a graphic designer? You know, there must be something tied to it. You understand? And again, you will not check, okay, what's the return by default? Federal government, the safest investment you can do in Nigeria, that's backed by the weight of the federal government, treasury bills. Treasury bills currently, I think is about 15%. Now that is safe. Anybody who's going to be offering you a deal to say, see your percentage, and so it go be, you have to know it should be higher than treasury bills. Treasury bills, right? Now if the person that says, we'll give you 20%, that is where, because the higher the risk, the higher the reward. You have to now check, what's the risk? Do I understand this risk? So this is where you go back to that your point you said about having good friends. So by default, as you are growing, I have a friend in communications, ICT. I have a friend who is into tax. I have a friend who is into understanding investments. Make I just ask him, what do you feel about this thing? So just like how the Bible says that in the multitude of counsel there is safety. So what that means literally is that when you have advice, you cannot fall. You understand? So that's the purpose of asking the questions and asking the right people. You understand? Asking the right people. And I tell you, it will be hard for you. I didn't know all of these cyberbecks, MMM, all that, but now that I'm beginning to study and learn a lot of financial knowledge, if somebody comes and says, give me 1 million naira, I will give you 500,000. That's a whole 50% before the end of this year. Federal government, they give 15%. That is 150K for a whole year for treasury bills. You have things like mutual funds that are giving 20%, 22%. Okay. you have even FGL bonds, savings bonds. You dey hear 15%, 13%. So you should know that your money is entering high risk. I'm not saying it might not fail, it might fail, but just know that you have to check, are you up for that risk? Because if all these ones that are quite low to moderate risk, you are seeing them 15%, 20%, 18%, and someone now say 50%. You go check them now. So, okay, wait, how you did they do them? You understand? When Dangote is releasing commercial papers is you lending to companies. Government bonds is you lending to government. If Dangote they release all those kind profit margin, who you can be? So by default, what I'm trying to say is that you yourself, you have to be in constant learning, because it's when you are in constant learning you'll be able to know some insights to the right questions to ask. Because just like you said, some people they hold information. Even if you meet the right person now, if you not ask them the right question, you go say, I better make a note on that one. You understand that kind of stuff? So you have to also be growing, or have people who are in that space that have that knowledge or insight. I don't think it's hard to fail then. It's hard to fail in that regards.
Well, you know what? This life, like this year, I'm taking too much risk. Like normally, as a man, you have to succeed very fast. You need to take risk. Like sure. But now I think I put my hopes in some people that it doesn't even matter. I'm not supposed to make that type of mistake. Like, let me say, like from January to this December, I've like been going to people's birthday, like when they message me, because it's like a normal procedure which we do. But my own birthday is October, so from let me say January, February, they will message me, see that birthday is coming, they will appreciate it, all this kind of normal message. You now show them small support of, even if it's the extent of displeasing yourself, withdrawing money from your account, sending to one babe like that, make when you don't turn rich, when you now message them back from your own message, you don't used to tell them that you appreciate it, they come through, may they come back, may they don't show you small, or even it's never going to come, normally it's never going to turn up. But now know who you're doing favor for. Because now what happened to me this year, most of the people that I helped them in their own birthday, because when I have kind of to, I don't even know if it's even good self to be kind, because now wicked people they succeed faster. I swear nothing I don't learn, but me, out of my own kind gesture, I displease myself, they come on money, 40 to 50K, they help, they do. But someone will now message you again, birthday, because of this one, saw what you did for this one birthday. Someone enter your DM, when you don't turn out rich now. Those people, they will see your message, even if they tell you okay, they might come and drop you lesser than what you give them, or they might not even turn up, they will even that they not even see your message. So now, it's a bad thing now to ignore people, like to stay wicked and to chop your money alone. That is the thing of good friendship. It's not everybody can be friends with. So sometimes life is just so unfair.
True. So I think everybody in life will experience that. Jesus experienced it. Fake friends.
Fake friends.
It's normal. It's part of growth. But as you keep, the main thing in life is keep learning. You do for somebody, you feel like, this person not return the energy. You learn from it.
Yes, sir.
You now know to say, okay, in fact, there was a point in this year, my motto was, I go day who day for me. Especially for someone like me who likes to give gifts. I understand what you're trying to say, that how can you still maintain friendliness, but you have to still guide your own heart. That one is you that have to now, because to be very honest, let's not kid ourselves. when it comes to friendships and relationships, there's hierarchy. There is hierarchy amongst your closest friends. One day here, another one day here, another one you don't know, but just day here like this. You understand? So to be very honest, like I said earlier on, check the value. Check the value. You check it. This person they do for me. It might not, and to be honest, you have to also pay attention. It might not, they might not, some people might not, like for me now, I don't know how to attend occasions. I don't know how to attend occasions, like public occasions like that, but I can say, please take this thing home, one on one. But that person might feel like, no, this person don't value me if you don't come for my this thing, but I come for your own. But that's me. So you have to, I cannot easily tell you to say, throw away that one. So you have to check. You have to study the person that, you know, you are also expectant of. Has that person done anything somehow for me? This person, they give me info. Because birthday is one day. Some people don't take birthday too seriously.
Some people, they take birthday as investment.
Mm-hmm.
When their birthday, especially girls.
Mm-hmm.
They will message
everybody. So you have to check. You have to check that. So it's more of like, you in life, you have to know yourself, know the people around, and then know how to now proceed with them. So it's a life of constant learning. Most of the time, you are coming to this realization because failure don't hit. You're like, oh man, waiting they happen. If everything they joy, you're not gonna know with your friend. So this one now, you can say, okay, this person, okay, you know, don't take my birthday, but na short person. Na so life just be. It get way when you see they come through for you, but you not be just that kind of person wey dey carry birthday for head. But I know say, this guy, if I look am, this guy get my back. You understand? So it's like that. So you have to keep checking, and there are some people just they not even they give, they not even they send you, and they even they demand all those kinds of things. You have to check it. If not, poverty will not be eradicated. Because if they give out, as they give out, at least it's supposed, why they call currency? Current, it has to flow, and currency is not always money. There's relationship currency, friendship currency, there's money currency, there's wisdom currency. Get the kind of person, if you know they do, but on my meter for advice, it could just put you on the right track. Some people na knowledge. You know, if you expect say person wey be 50-year-old may come dey carry your birthday on top head, but you know say if I near this man ask am for advice, the man dey na correct man for that one, you go hold am tight now. At least he still dey give. So basically, look who dey give. The giving fit not dey according to how you want am, but are they even giving at all? What are they giving? And you're going to say, okay, I mean, cool. That's how I see it, you know. So, like that. Mr. Bright, any contribution before you start your own? Yeah, come in. Take one of the chair out. It's double, yeah. It's going on. I guess one. Here's Mama one. Okay. Yes. Alright, sit there. Alright, so Mama, welcome. You know the rules already. I don't have to repeat it. Phones, if you want to use your phone, you go outside. Whether you want to even press or message, you can just step outside and all that. So I'm coming, let me get, so it's bright session.
Nice your Barbie shirt.
Need to see my drag.
Alright, so I actually, without officially announcing it, I said this is actually a form of the gallery's end of year party. So
Don't come and tell us.
yeah. So anybody who shows up, that's how I was enjoying when both of us were doing it. This is for you, man. Which one do you prefer?
I want Fanta.
Okay, Mama.
What do you say?
Thank you, Uncle Mike.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Uncle Mike. Great job.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Because of
Wait until you
Good, but no disturbance today because we are having a talk. Oh. Jason and Jasiel, no disturbance because we are talking. Hmm? Okay. Mr. Bright, you are not having this. Okay. You can come and have.
that was.
this pineapple is better than the last one.
I told her, I said, please give me a very nice one today. So, all right, so is Bright about to speak? Yeah.
What I learned this year,
Yeah.
I will try and touch some background stuff when I'm talking.
Okay.
I want small knowledge. So, okay, I've learned quite a lot. Like you see, I personally feel like I grew a lot this particular year. Yeah. But one of the things I want to talk about is like just like knowing yourself and knowing what you want. Because if you know what you want, you're kind of person. There are many people in this world like they are just like people. You understand? If you ask them like what's the plan for the future, what do you want to become, how do you want, like, you understand? Like what are you aspiring for and what are you like working towards for? They don't even have, you get. They're just like living by the day, you understand? They don't have any plans, they don't have any goals, they don't have any vision. You get. So at the start of the year, I wanted to like really lock in this year. So I took time to like reflect, you get, and plan out stuff, like even in things that I was doing, you get, my businesses and like other stuff, you get. I didn't just want it to just, you get, be like the other, yes, you get. So I made research, you understand. So what I'm trying to say is that if you have like a dream or you have something you want to achieve and you can like create a clear path, a realistic path, it might take time, maybe that your path has to be realistic, you understand, on how to achieve, you understand, this stuff you want to achieve. Anything you want to do, let me say like you want to become like, let's just say like you want to become good in fashion designing now, you understand, you have to know, okay, this is what I want to become. I want to be like one of the best fashion designers. I want to be like the profitable whatever. You know? You have to know, okay, what are the steps I need to take. You get, how long is it realistic for me to like get to this goal, you understand? And how do I work, you understand, towards this goal I want. And there's another thing again I want to say. If you desire something very well, like desire, to me, it beats discipline. If you force yourself to be, you can force yourself to be like disciplined in a field, you understand, but it's going to be hard to keep up. But once you want something enough, you actually like the work you are doing, it's not going to be like hard. I don't know if you do what I'm saying yet. So if you can desire something enough, like very, very well, you understand, you'll be able to work, you understand, towards that like consistently. And anything you believe that you can achieve, if you desire it enough and you work towards it, like disciplined enough, you plan towards this, I'm telling you, like firsthand, you understand, there's nothing you cannot achieve, you understand. If you want it, you understand, if you want it that much, and you are willing to like do the work, to put on the work, to come in like every day in day out, you have your clear plans, you have like your goals, like this is what I want to learn now, this is what I want to do, you understand, in these 3 months I want to learn another thing, 3 months, this is how I want to develop 3 months. And you having like a plan is going to even like help you like mentally, because there are going to be like dark times that you come, okay, I'm doing this stuff, you get, or you know, okay, this is how, you understand, it's supposed to be. I know that this kind of time you have anticipated that sometimes it's going to be rough, it's not going to be easy, you understand, but you know that, okay, I'm giving myself 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, because there's nothing actually good that is going to like come easy. There's nothing you are going to like learn, no investment you're going to do, you understand. Let me just say something. The one that is going to come like very, very easy, maybe you do investments and you make a whole lot of money now, it's going to go almost as easy as it comes, those kind of investments. So if you can actually learn to like delay your gratification on something, you get, take small steps, for the right steps, you get, take the long way, the long route is always actually like the best route, because you're going to learn and you're going to grow, you understand. And there's nothing you're not going to like know, you understand, concerning that part. And another thing again that has helped me this year is journaling. If you can be able to track yourself, you understand, this is what I'm doing, you get, this, how did I, just like be accountable and always try to reflect on yourself and say, okay, maybe I'm doing this stuff, I want to learn programming, I'm doing this kind of business or whatever, what have I done this month and how has it affected me? Write it, write your thoughts, write what you're feeling, you understand. This is going to help you like to grow, because tomorrow when you come back and you look at this, your journals, all those mistakes that you have been making, you understand, on that thing, it's going to help you say, okay, it's going to give you like a data, you get, on whatever you are doing. So I felt journaling is very, very important in whatever you are doing, even just life, you understand. It's good to journal, it's good to always be self-conscious, always like, you know, track yourself, you understand, check yourself, know whether I'm making progress, whether I'm doing this thing, you understand. And if you can be able to like put in this work, delay your gratification, it might not come like easily, it might not come like very quickly, you understand, but I'm telling you, surely, you understand, it's going to come. You just have to be patient. Again, that's what Uncle told you, because I've learned many things again in the past. I've tried to invest in stuff, as back home I said, quick gains, quick returns, like the one that is going to like make your adrenaline high, you get that kind of thing. They tell you this one, and you might see from the outside, and you are seeing people, okay, they are living like flashy lives of this thing. Most of them are just influencers, you get, they are not even actually like doing this business or also, you understand, they just want to sell courses now, you get, they just want to collect your money, you get. So don't easily be deceived, you get. You see things that they say, do this one in 1 month, run away. Oh. Anything that you see that in 2 weeks you will make so amount, blah 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 blah. It's almost 99% of the time a scam. You get, and I've done all those ones before, and it didn't work. You get, so rushing, like trying to to get something like too fast, you are going to lose. In fact, you will lose what you even have. Try to get that kind of thing. You understand? You just have to like be logical about things. You just have to look at things like more realistically. You understand? You just have to look at it like very very well. Look at it. The ones that is going to actually pay. You understand? Later are the ones that will take time, and it will take like a lot of self-development, a lot of self-sacrifices, and in the long run, if you can be determined enough and desire that stuff enough and put in the work you need to put. But the most important thing, just have a map, have a clear path, and say, okay, this is how it's going to be. You understand? That one is going to keep you going. You understand? Even though they're going to be dark times, they're surely going to be dark times, but it's going to, you understand, keep you going. So that aside, and patience, like I want to double down on what you said. Patience is very 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 important again. Like, don't force things, you understand? Don't rush things again. And there's something we're talking about, like investing in businesses. If you want to invest on something, to my own knowledge, what I've seen and what I've read, very important. If you want to invest on something, you have to have a very very good knowledge on that thing. Anything that you are doing, you understand? Anything that you are doing, always know, like, it's to a certain level. You understand? And even if you don't know this stuff, you have to seek counsel from people that are experts. You understand? And you are sure about this. You understand? In this thing, because I've seen many people then, and I've even been a victim. You see, maybe this business is booming now, or you want to do POS. This person is making money. You're looking at this person like in your area, and this guy is cashing out. You might not know the in and out. You're like, you know POS? Let me go and try now. You don't have like good in-depth knowledge on that kind of thing. It's going to fail. You understand? So you have to know something like very very well. Anything that you have, any knowledge you have on something, another thing, any knowledge you have on something, you can make it, you can make like it become a business. Anything that you are passionate on, but you know that thing, you understand well enough, it's better to invest in that thing that you know well enough, that is going to be giving you small returns, your 1%, 2%, 3%, you get, than staking everything you have on something that is going to like just know you overnight. Because there's a book I was reading, and there was I think, is it the Intelligent Investor, and you see, the guy, he had a job, you understand? So he has been investing like on the stock, like different kind of stock market are going to come, you get, and he has been doing this kind of thing like for a while, and those small investments, you get, was compounding for him. But then again, like Bakuma said, one of his friends just called him and was like, "You, friend from school, like there's this stock, you get, the person might be the most brilliant person in the world, that you know, even the person that has like 4.5 plus GPA, or used to take first in your class, then it might be the most intelligent person. You don't used to rush head in." So him now, when the person brought the idea to him that this thing is going to like be on the position, blah 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 blah, invest, you get that kind of thing, what he did was that he invested like a very little bit of money. Like, he knew that, okay, if this doesn't work out, you understand, well, I'm not going to be hurt, you understand, but if it works out, okay, I can actually like invest from it again, or blah 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 blah, stuff like that. So then what happened was that the investment actually like worked out, it like reported, you understand, and that person is the first person that called him. He invested like literally everything he had. The guy became a billionaire overnight, you understand. He became a billionaire overnight. But this guy was like, and he was like, you see, I told you you'll have done this thing, but on the long run, he called that guy like some years later and was like, you get, how is life, you get, like when he now finally became a millionaire from all the small investment that he has been investing, you get. So later he was like, where is this guy? Let me hear like you get from him, and call that guy. And you know, like the same kind of investment again came like that. That is like you get put everything you have and you're going to, and he did the same thing with all the money he had, and yeah, he vanished and he went back to zero.
PositiveNaija, I'm coming.
Mama.
Good evening. Good evening. You guys, what are you celebrating?
The National Human Solidarity Day.
Okay.
Mama,
This
finally.
place is beautiful. My customers are sitting out in Anaconda, see them,
Okay.
but I just said, let me see you briefly
Alright.
before I cross.
Yeah,
Hello.
cool. Mama, she's the one that usually gets my fabric. Even this one, I bought it from her. So she's into fabrics.
Positive, these things are so beautiful.
Thank you.
Good morning, my love. How are you? Evening already.
So everyone, this is Mrs. Antonia.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Positive, you sell this too?
Those are trips, so people's
Okay.
trips. You
Okay.
can actually buy them actually.
Okay.
Yeah. These are seashells. How is Amina?
She's fine. That's my shop completely today is blocked. No road, so I couldn't open.
What happened?
That honorable there is 2 daughters.
Oh,
Yes.
I even saw
Today is
yesterday.
the
I
wedding.
saw the cars and
Today is the wedding, so everywhere is blocked.
artist is not coming.
I didn't see him.
Interesting. Wow.
Positive, what am I getting?
Are you going to get something?
I have to say what I want to get.
She has already. I've done for. She's
Okay,
suggesting your
yes, no, I
name.
have. I have.
I've done for her name already.
Earrings.
And earrings.
Okay, earrings.
I'm coming, guys.
Yes. This one looks good.
Yeah.
So 1.5.
2,500, 2,000. Thanks so much. But this one's not. Also
Okay.
have no bells.
Okay, I'm seeing it here. I'm not saying because I think I need to bring my niece. She reads a lot. She reads a lot, so she will love to do it. Okay.
Or you can take your time when you get back, think, and then you can always let me know so that you don't rush. Yeah, you can also
I'm
do
trying
that.
to see what I can get for my elder sister self for
What's her name?
Christmas lighting. Her name is Anointed. Black.
Interesting. That's what Latin means.
No, Lani means Sunday. She was born on Sunday. Yes. Positive, this count your blessings, how much?
That one is 12. It's another count of blessings here. Small, that one is 6.
I'm not sure.
These decisions. Those ones I'm not saying
Okay, you're not
those
saying.
particular ones.
Okay, all these ones are old school. You're not
Exactly,
taking
let's keep it for sure. Although I actually have some shells. Those ones are good, but for these ones, one second. What is it, John?
You do have periods. So these are counts of blessings. Let me do that.
4 finger, 5 finger ring. Nó từ tiếp rồi. Rồi chụp. I make my
But
hair.
then the pictures of
Like that.
Never keep before.
seeing everything.
We used to not add now.
Abi, yeah, it's not hard.
For rapid, but I feel like say even if you like play rapid like that.
Yeah.
This way say go deceive you.
When you game and they watch like anything, everything.
Because the guy is good. Actually, I know that.
Anytime when you go online and it's spoil in the I will challenge her.
You did. Now you win for that chess competition now.
But even if you win, me no mean say.
I know now. But that kind of win, I in the sweet pass. And I in the pay pass.
My boss
Guy.
I've been there on upper hand. I asked Mr. People. I had 2 phones in my pocket. I plugged in this guy because I
You
could
can't
see
even know what you
I
like.
and so he just drop my key. If I want to check it, I'm right now.
Me. Rick. Yeah. I use pen.
Like yesterday, when you just play chess, I go beat am, I go match am, I go beat am, I almost reach 10 games. Just dey beat am, dey send rematch, na him come run.
Shy.
Oh.
Yeah, I no agree. I don't like that kind of.
play. I dey try tell am say,
So that I
my boy,
Because for me to put my password.
Enjoy being at the top for now.
Eh?
no dey talk yet. This dey wey sabi pass me.
At least
For this gallery,
people like me, I don't sabi pass anybody. Okay?
you sabi
Eh?
sabi pass some people. Even that Mr. O wey win that day.
Who is this?
Is it money?
I sure say you school win that guy.
Okay.
That guy wey that
That one we come they make one bro.
Don't pour this thing. Always hold it.
Since you say he chop my pay, I see even most winner come find job. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. But if you even look at this board, see it's going down here. You don't deserve yourself again. You don't deserve yourself again. You sure you say you dey beat am.
Don't worry. I don't know, Sha. I suppose they take chess more serious than they take a guy. Or many things in my head.
No be like that.
Many things in my head.
Just for me, I think they like decision making in life. If I make decision, I don't already know the consequences. So if I've known that, I my opponent can't take opportunity. But always try and stay but get plenty things where I still got to learn.
Thank you. Let me mix them up.
Alright.
So, no, your place is so
Like,
nice.
me and Mr. Food is like we play game.
Alright,
Alright,
before I leave, I'll
this
speak on
session.
you.
Alright, man.
Thank
Thank you.
I told him some secrets.
Tell me,
Jason and Jasiel.
Like now we enter end game.
One step next.
I watched it in the night. I watched it in the shop. I watched it in the city. I watched some pieces gradually.
I don't even forget something.
Alright. Right. Knowledge is critical and something on business. Always know the business.
Yeah, so like I made reference to the writer and his friend, you understand? So actually, like in the moment you have to like try and be building habits, good financial like you get habits, because that's how it is to stay in the long run. You have to have all these good financial, you understand, habits, to be calm, how to be able to discern, you understand, businesses from each other and stuff. And there's one particular line from like most of the financial books I read this year, always one line like they used to make mention to in investing, you understand, is which it says pay yourself first. always pay yourself first. Anything that you are doing, maybe if you are a salary earner, you are a business person, you understand, from any money that you get maybe it's at the end of the month or with your daily or weekly wages, you understand. If you want to have a good investment habit, always try and say, okay, 10% at least of this money or anything I'm earning, I'm keeping it aside, you understand. I'm keeping this 10%. I want to use it and invest. If it has become like big enough to invest in something, you have to invest in it. If I can take 10%, if I can save 20%, saving again is always very, very good, because saving can help you. It's going to give you like what do I call it? It's going to give you like a margin for error. You understand? If you are doing anything, always have saving, because you can fail. And if you fail in that thing, or if you hit like a rock bottom, you understand, your saving that is going to be, you understand, it's going to help you. It's going to help you out. You understand? So always try to save. You can save 20%. You can invest with 10% of anything you are getting. You are paying yourself first, though. That's the same. Any income that comes, the first thing you do, even before you say pay your bills or you do your whatever, always just have that mindset, like, I'm going to pay myself first. I'm going to invest in something. I'm going to put out this money, and I'll live on that 70%. And try as much as possible to live below your means. If you are trying to acquire wealth, try to live, you understand, below your means. You have to cut out things that you know that, okay, this shit is not important, it's not very important, and it's going to save me a few thousand naira or whatnot, you understand. It's going to help you like very, very well. You have to always be conscious, about spending, you understand, because not many people have this financial education, and it's very, 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 very critical, you understand, for you as a person. If you want to develop, or you want to like grow, become rich, or you want to acquire wealth. So I think that's basically, maybe if I can remember other stuff. And then the stuff you were saying again about friends and stuff. See, the thing about friends, what may I believe is that if you have a friend, if it's better you even have like few good friends that like, this one is my bro, you understand, this person is the person that that we understand ourselves, you understand, and he has like mind with you, he has, at least, like, you guys are like-minded, you guys like have like person, like someone that is going to push you. You can get friends like this that are going to like push you to become better, and you are going to push the person to become better. It beats everything, and you have to learn again to lose friends. There are some people that they don't even much deserve to be, you understand, in your life. They cut off anybody that you need to cut off. People that have bad energy, you understand. There's people that they used to always complain a lot, blah 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 blah, and this kind of thing can project on you and become your own reality. If you are always like the person that used to listen to all these complaints, like different kind of people that you just have to cut off. These guys is not benefiting from you. Just pull off, you understand. And another thing again is that try as much as possible to not like live for anybody, to not like live to like impress somebody, you understand. I feel that if you have a mindset that you know what you want to achieve, and you are doing something that's right by you, that you know in your heart, okay, I've done my best, you understand, or the best I can do for this person. I'm not going to like put myself in discomfort to please somebody or to help somebody, or you get that kind of thing, because this is what I want. You have to be like selfish, at least, you understand, to a point. You don't have to always be giving to please like anybody. Someone that understands you is going to stick by you, and the person that wants to go, you understand, he should go, you understand. So always always try to associate yourself with people that are like like-minded with you, and you get, don't be trying to live. There are many people today that you get, they want, I'm sure you know, you get, maybe like now, let's say this is December, you understand, and because other people are going out and they are making bad decisions, you get, and they are spending or doing different kind of things, you get that kind of thing, and you be like, okay, me too, I have to, like, I want to do likewise. No, you understand? Just know yourself. Don't allow person pressure you. You understand? Make nobody pressure you do something. Just have that kind of bulletproof mindset. You get, you know what you want, and it's going to like take you a long way. Because for me, I used to do like that, and it will not pay you. Some people, that's how they will go, and they will leave you. In fact, they will be laughing at you. Most of these people that you help them, they'll be like, okay, this person, you know, even more wise. And especially girls do that kind of thing. If they feel like you, no offense, I'm not saying like all girls, but some girls, they feel like you're the person that they come and they ask you, this, and you're always like trying to help them, like you get that kind of thing, blah blah blah. They will think you are stupid. I swear, and that's what we might be discussing in your back. So you have to be logical. You understand? You have to be thinking with your head, not just with your heart, not just with your emotions. You understand? Because something might make you feel good, or you get, but it might not even be the right thing. You understand? So you always try to do like the right thing. Always try to do the right thing and the most logical thing. I don't know. So that was all I want to say for now.
Cool. Nice. I first, any questions from anyone? Any question?
None.
Okay. I think for me the most particular point I noted about 8 points, but I think the one that really strikes me, because it's something that I'm also just beginning to understand lately, is bad energy complaints. So in other words, how do you know someone who has bad energy? They're always complaining. I think we talked about it very recently. So, and I mean, just to add to what because we discussed it a little bit, but just to add, I mean, now that I was just sharing with her some days ago that I just went to an office and I didn't like the way they were just complaining. And you are complaining about something that you have the competence to do. So, but you're trying to complain in a way to get pity party, or maybe the person in a way to even drag some financial inducement. Pity me, I know you say this thing noisy. No, you say this thing noisy. But it's your work, you are paid to do it. You know? So, just to add that, complaining is not really too bad. I think by default as humans, somehow we still complain about something because there are things that happen that we don't like. But if it's something that we have the competence within our capacity to do something on, it's like maybe I'm complaining that this like this front of the shop, the grass are not. If I can, I will just, okay, please come clear it. It's a different thing if maybe roundabout they are not started heaping dates there. Of course people can complain, but you still want to think about, okay, what can be done? Have you sent an email to the environmental? But I think for me that's the standard point. You know, how you know someone who has a bad energy, complain. And I want to think that the opposite is true. How do you know someone who has a good energy? They are thinking, ideas, sharing, solutions, you know. So yeah, thank you very much. Just before we go ahead, Erika, me and Bakuman, for me, I had said that what I've learned this year the most, being patient. Being patient, no rush. You know, so I take my time. Any moment I perceive a rush, I just take a step back. Secondly, good information. So you constantly need to put your ears, your eyes on having the right information. Like I was telling Bakuman, as we all are in our respective competencies, there are people who are looking out for us, but with just some information away. You know, just some information away. There are people who are looking to come and buy this particular thing like this, they don't mind, but information. There are people who want to even get, if they know they will get this spectral net right now. Information, counseling, information. So I think trying to, and that pertains to that self-development. You have to constantly be, you have to read online, offline, constantly reading information, reading, you know. So things like that. So for me, patience, good information, sharing. Bakuman actually stated some interesting points first. He said help people when you have. He also said, he didn't say it directly, but how he explained it, it just says that, you know, good friends are investments. So the same way you take money and go and invest, the same way you should be able to source out for good people around you, good associates. Have them, you know, and then good one. No matter, I mean, for me, any day, anytime, I will pick goodness over competence. Any day, no matter how this person is so talented, all that, but I want to pick someone who is right over competence. I mean, you know, the tax guy, I dey pray. So, I mean, because those guys, Batman asked some questions, you know, about certain things, and like, that's why you need to have certain people around you who have certain information and knowledge. So, if you have somebody who's into ICT, try to nurture the relationship, especially if you know that your value system aligns. For me, I don't think I usually would waste too much time with value system that doesn't align, no matter, like I said, how competent at all. I think generally, even for some football managers, they have the same philosophy also. So, but each to his own. So Bakuma also said that no matter how good an idea is, investment opportunity, don't put all your eggs in that basket. You know, so always be careful. Don't just go all in. You know, unless, and I like the way you put it, unless you have a backup. In certain cases, good friends who can bail you out. You know, so that's from where I got the understanding that friends can actually serve as investments. You know, and then he also said something: always share ideas and info with people, because, like he said, you don't know. As you are sharing that information, it can also help you too. From that information that will help that person, it can also still come back to you in terms of them. So that's where we are at.
There's one thing I want to say again that I learned this year that helped me. You see, I'm sure like most of us are readers here, but especially reading books, is very, very underrated. You understand? And I thank God, because I put it in my mind that I'm going to like try to read as much books as I can this year, and it really opened my mind to like many things you get. So as a person that wants to grow, you have to like find means always, you understand, to learn. And the cheapest way I feel like you can learn is from books. You understand? You can read books. Today, in fact, it's very, very easy to read books. Even if you don't have the hard copy, there are audio books you can get on YouTube, on Spotify, different kind of platforms you get. It's going to like, what you're going to learn from there, I'm telling you, it's going to be like very, very good for your development. So if you can try to cultivate the habit of reading books, see, listening to podcasts, all this kind of like stuff like that is very, very, very important for. So that was something like I learned this year.
Alright, nice. What you learned this year?
Alright, good evening everyone.
Good evening.
I am Sharon Paul Junior, and 2025 has been a phenomenal year. Very phenomenal. Very, very phenomenal. I launched 3, or let me say I activated I reactivated a social enterprise, a foundation that I opened in honor of my parents. I launched my counseling practice. I reactivated my coaching practice, and I officially launched my media course. So it has been a few now. It's not like we raked in millions this year, but for me, why I even said that and why I said it's a criminal is because it ties into one of the things I learned this year, and that is your dreams are valid. If there's anything I can take out of this year, is that your dreams are valid. And as much as it sounds impossible at the time when you're receiving the idea, I'll say put it down. And why do I say this? This is 2025, 2022 into 2023. I received okay, for the social enterprise, I've been doing foundational work, social work since 2017 thereabouts. I opened the foundation in 2017, and I was doing stuff along the sides, but I paused. So, but 2022, 2023. I can't remember where the light bulb moment came from, but I knew that I've been counseling for over 10 years, like I usually say in pastoring, but it had never occurred to me that I could do it as a business, honestly. It's part of the works in ministry, the people that would enter your gym, walk up to you. So I've been counseling for over 10 years, but I remember having this financial challenge, and I went to God and I said, if it's for me, you're taking care of me, but I have kids, family, we were going through this financial challenge. I need some sort of income, and then I felt the leading to start this counseling practice, and it was like, really? Oh really? That's true, they can make money from that. Really, it was a light bulb moment, and I didn't jump into it immediately, but I remember, when I sat down, like I said, when I sat down and it came to me, you can do this as a I was like, oh my goodness. I remember joining this webinar by Praise Owe, and he was talking. I remember going for, I think he launched this African Family Life Delegates Conference. That was in 2023. I went for it, and as I was talking, I was like, I want to do this. This is something I've always loved to do. I've always loved to play in the family space, relationship space. I've had people, confirmations here and there. And I was like, I want to do this. I want to sign up for the training. I want to sign up for the certification. I want to do this. I can do this. So I remember even going home, and I was chatting with my mom, and I was like, that's this conference, and she was like, I've always wanted to do this. I was like, really? She said, yes, you've been talking about this right from when you were young. I was like, are you serious? She said, yes, and that I see you doing it. That's fire was lit, but I remember writing it down, and that's why I really resonate with, one of the lessons that Bright shared about journaling. I can vividly remember writing it down. And even then, when the name came to me, the name that we have now as the name of the counseling practice was purely inspired by Prince Owe's conference. His is Institute of Family Engineering and Development. So as the Institute of Family Design Dynamics, so it was purely inspired by it. So I remember writing the name down and just keeping it. It was 2023, and then fast forward to 2024. This financial challenge, and then the light bulb came. I was like, oh, that's true. I've always carried this dream and desire, and now this is like 3-4 years now, and I'm humbled at the fact that it's coming to life. I sit across clients, and yes, I'm listening to them, but I just go like, Holy Spirit, this is real. Like we're doing this. Like, are you serious? I was somewhere this morning, trying to put a souvenir together to give my clients, and I was like, I was really like, I was humbled. They're like, you're kidding me, we're doing this, like we're really doing this. And so, you know, if there's anything I'll take away from the learnings I'll take away, major learning I'll take away from this is your dreams are valid. Your dreams are valid. No matter how long it may look like, they do not come to reality. They are valid. Put it down. Write it down. Put it before your face if you can. You know, let it be, just like scripture says, let it be, write the vision plain, you know, so that he that reads it will know it. Put it before your face, write it down, you know, because it is valid and one day it will be a reality. That's one major lesson I learned this year. And another lesson I learned this year is I've always known, because I at some point I say that even I'm a husband, we sat down, we talked about it, and he says that see if there's anything he knows, God has blessed me with good friends and good friendship. And I say yes. I say it unapologetically that one of the beauty that adds to my life is the gift of the friendship that God has given me. And if there's anything I wouldn't say it is a learning, but it's something I'm appreciating even more this year, is the gift of good friendship. Good friendship. Very good friendship. You know, friendships of people that, carry your cost, and they're sitting down thinking about it. And one of the things that inspires me about good friendship, and it's why I resonated with you, when you did the recap and the lessons that you shared. Good friends are good investments. They push me. They inspire me. I say it today that one of the things that stirred me or spurred me to give is a friend of mine in school. I met her in our 300 level. Mary Jane was giving on a level that I could not understand. She was giving on a crazy level. I was what's the word? I was inspired. My mind was blown. My mind was blown, and I just felt like who's this babe? As in, she could have a laptop and she's like, somebody doesn't have a laptop, she's giving it out, and she's giving it out with that, oh, okay, I'll get another one. And then you see it play out, maybe like in a month's time, or she will get a laptop. Or she's giving out, someone doesn't have money, oh, babe, you need cash, okay, she's emptying her account, or oh, this is the last cash on me, what do you want to buy? And she's like, no, don't worry, I'll get it back. And really, you see how that 1 hour, 2 hours, baby, I said, really, it spurred me to give. Another friend of mine, Omojola, my goodness, this babe, she gives. So what that does for me is, what friendship, all the things friendship does, it's, there's a way you can just settle in life. Okay, okay, this, but friendships are one of the ways God, lights my fires and say, no, you're not settling here. Come up here. So he brings my way, brings people my way, and I'm like, I feel myself sitting and I'm thinking about PositiveNaija December. How can we? And it's one of the things that inspired me to deliberately bring that lady there, because I know that if it was not to touch, oh my goodness, he will introduce me. This person here, and I said, so how can I pay this forward? How can I, it spurs me. Good friendships. They don't just, they're not just, we're spurring each other, iron sharpening iron. So if there's anything that was amplified more to me this year, the gift of people, the gift of the right people, and the gift of quality friendships, it's something I do not take for granted this year, and I'm really, really grateful for. So these are my two. There is a lot that and if you allow me, I can go on and on. Okay, so on the area of let's take the area of parenting. One of the things I learned.
Sorry, before you go ahead, does anybody have questions?
Some of the things I learned as a parent this year was keep doing the right things, even if the children are seemingly not learning it. One day they just mirror it back to you, and you just go like, voila, you caught it, you knew it. My dad came around and he had to be like, kids are so adorable. And I give you this look like, I didn't know your grandkids, like you've known them, but he had to send it to me as a text. He's like, I miss you guys. I love the atmosphere you've created. In some way, that's what I love, the atmosphere you've created in your home. Your kids are so lovely and adorable. And I took the compliment, like, oh, but I paused and I said, how did we get here? What yes. So I saw that, that desire that there's, and I believe it happens to each one of us. You interact in life, maybe your siblings or people, and you tell yourself, I'm going to be a better parent. Those things, don't take them for granted. Keep it somewhere. And when you have the space, I have journals on all of my devices. I have journals for parents, and I have journals for my marriage, and so when I see some things I maybe pick here and there, I write it down. I'm interacting with you and you say, oh, you noticed this about it, I write it down. You shared some fantastic things, advantages of games, I've written it down. And like, okay, at a particular age, I'll be intentional in introducing the children to things. So, for parenting, keep doing the right things. You would be amazed. You think they're not picking, or for a long time, especially for my first son, it looked like nothing was getting through to him. It looked like, oh my goodness, but one day the switch just happened. He's very attentive, he's responsible, he's telling me, mommy, you did not off the lights, mommy, and I'm like, okay, mommy, oh, you didn't arrange the sleepers, some things that I'm like, really, some very, very, he still did one today that I really can't remember right now, but it just makes me stand back and like, okay, I remember when I was teaching this boy this thing, he was giving me look like you're disturbing me, but I'm saying those things, so keep at it. That's one of the things I learned for parenting. For marriage, I learned, what did I learn about marriage? For marriage, I learned that there comes a time when it looks like so let me talk like a woman now. Let me talk like the female this thing. I don't want to generalize, but it can be applied generally. So it looks like, there's a way we know that, oh, the man is the leader and is supposed to take the bulk and lead. But sometimes I discovered that in life, the men may not have it. They may not be able to, they may not even be able to figure out what's next and all. I feel like that's the time to come in and be a strong support for the man. How can you help? How can you make things easier and better? That's one of the things I learned. If you read novels, if you read books, you'll know it, but the first 2-3 years and this year gave me that having to practice my knowledge. And so if there's anything I learned is, there's a time where the man may not be able to have it all figured out and hold the family together. This is at the time where, and it just shows that partnership. So that's why scripture says that when the other is down, the other one raises him up. So I saw that more the past 2-3 years, and culminated into this year. How that and for me, it's why I say that there is a need for women to be financially empowered. I get that some men are like, oh, stay at home, I'll do the work and all of that, which is good. We women, we want the baby girl lifestyle, and there's another school of thought I am coming from, because I believe that work is not just work to get money. Work is work. It should be attached to purpose. But at the same time, I feel like women should be empowered, because you just never know. It just never it happened, and I'm talking from experience now. It may not be applicable to everybody, but from experience, I feel like there are times where the man may not be able to rally the family. Would you now sit with your hands tied and, oh, what do we do? And really, the guy wants to, he really wants the family to move forward and all, but you know how life can be. Things are not just business. So I believe that's where it's a test actually for a relationship and marriage. The wife comes in, helps and raises the man up, strengthens him until he's back up on his feet. So the lessons I learned this part this year.
I want to quickly add on something about like on the giving. So for me, since when I was a child, I like giving. I like giving, and it gives me a lot of fulfillment. And I've noticed something, and I think it's something that for people who come here quite a lot, they must have seen happen, quite over and over again. So typically, when I think with giving, two things. Give cheerfully. Give cheerfully. I have a banner out there, but it's just that stuff is covering it. It says the best gifts are the ones that you give. So some people come in here, sometimes they're like, I want to give something expensive, and they genuinely have the money. And me, I will tell them that in as much as I want to sell the expensive one, but it's not really about the money, it's about what you know that when you do it, even if it's small, you are happy that I think this person really likes this thing, and I think when you give cheerfully, just like what you're saying, instantly you are getting your feedback. So I've had several cases. For instance, like this week, I have tried giving out some gifts, and you could see that, for instance, like yesterday, you see that just like that. I didn't, just like that. It was even something different, but just like that. You can see. I mean, I'm not saying, for instance, this lady that came in here, I've known her before I opened this gallery. I go to her shop regularly. This stuff I'm wearing is where I bought it from. The material I gave to Mr. Mo to help me sew. And nobody knew I was going to be providing this as kind of like the end of year refreshments for the gallery, and I didn't budget for it honestly, but I just knew I had to just do it. It might not be so big, but it's something that I feel like it will make people comfortable for as much as they come. And what are the odds that I do this spending and somebody who has never been here comes and buys something?
She must buy something.
And like she must. And for me, I'm even like, I don't want to go home, think about it. You can even let me know, I can bring it for you. And she's like, no, she must live here with this. So I think in giving, you have to, of course, like, I don't know about your friend, but someone like me, in the process, I like giving, but sometimes you have to also check one or two things, like, but one, cheerfully, and secondly, also too, from my journey of trying to give, when you give, don't. So I usually say this. I think I said to Bakuma and I said to you, when you buy something and say you want to give to somebody, just know that there should be no time in your life ever again you should regret that. It's like a stamp on eternity that no matter what happens between me and this person, I gave this person this gift because at that material point in time,
That was the right thing to do.
it was not only the right thing to do, but it's an honor to the person's person. So something, even if I fall out with somebody, but I can never regret that. Why can't give and that much? Why can't give and that one? So which means also too that it will go a little bit sideways, because when you are giving, make sure that you are giving to something that you know you are convinced about. Make sure you are giving to something that you know you are convinced about, not everybody, they say, like maybe a guy is proposing, they will say the girl should say yes, say yes, say yes. And the guy is about to give.
She must talk yes.
The guy is about to give. She's about to give her yes. Are you giving the yes because are you convinced? Are you giving it cheerfully? Are you going to do you feel like you regret it because
Yeah.
So I think no pressure. Give what you know you can do, and also to a point I keep coming across, and it's very true. It says that the people who give are not necessarily the richest.
Sure.
They just have the heart of kindness. you know, and I also to go the other way around, because what I'm trying to say is that sometimes we should not be tempted to think that or take for granted when people do something for us. That's why someone like me, for instance, one, I thank people over and over again when they do something for me. I try to even say I can resist it a little bit so that I don't, you know, because I feel, you know, like I'm in a debt. I mean, in quotes. So, because if somebody does something for you, one, try not to get entitled.
Yes.
And you do one for me. If I ask him, you not go reject again now. You know. And also too, that somebody does something for you doesn't mean that the person is the richest. And in our climb, we see that a lot, especially for those who don't have so much means. That's why most rich people don't like helping poor people. They'll say, if you give and you go see come tomorrow, you know, go know the value that I don't even give them now. You know, so I mean, that's it. Then just to add again, for all the things I think we are mentioning, me from my perspective, or whether it's a friendship we are choosing, whether it's the general decision making we are doing, I think we should never underestimate, at least for me, peace of mind. I've been in situations this year and I'm like, God, please, I want to come back to my 6,000 naira work, please. I was in the midst of the problem and I was seeing this like 100,000. Meanwhile, before, 6,000, this is how I was feeling. 6,000, I beg, I need. And you now enter this thing like, God, I beg, please. I'm okay with my 6,000. Please, just let me just come out. So I think most of the time we have to, just like you're saying, to have a goal. For me, I also look at, will this thing cost me peace? Will it cost me peace? My peace? Because to be very honest, peace of mind is a big wealth on its own. Peace of mind is a big wealth. Peace that you can go home, you sleep, you are not you know, or like, you know, people ask me like, how come you just do this? Because peace of mind, I'm contented. It doesn't mean I'm not ambitious, but I follow the trajectory. I try to be patient. You know, I mean, peace of mind is very, very, very. Without peace of mind, you don't even have the clarity to be able to make the good decisions you need to make going forward. Before you know, you're under pressure. This one. So I think that's actually what I want to just add.
Actually, for about that peace of mind, I remember I was still having a discussion. Funny enough, I was coming out of a funny situation when my husband, before we got married, when my husband came around. And I can remember the first thing I said, see this, I just came out of drama. I don't want drama. So if you know you give me drama, that was the first thing. And the guy looked at me like, I said, yes, so right now, my peace of mind is more important to me than any relationship. So if you know that you're going to give me drama, please carry your kaya. Because I just felt like the situation was a very annoying situation. Imagine being in a situation where the guy gives you all the vibes of in a relationship, but when you guys talk, he's telling you no. It was a very terrible mind game thing. Terrible mind game thing. And there was this hypertension, you know, and people will see me with other ladies in questionable situations, and they are coming to tell me because they know that I'm the obvious being. So what's going on? So I can't even tell them that, not be me, but at the same time, it was a very, so I had to pull myself out and say, you know what, I'm done, I can't do this. You know, even though I wish I did it earlier. So coming out of that, and then and why am I emphasizing it? That tension. You don't know this, whether you're fighting this moment, or you're happy this moment, or oh no, it was a terrible way to live.
Exactly.
And oh gosh, you don't know what you meet when I go to visit him. Then we now walked at the same place, tiptoeing around each other. No, I said no, I had to. So all of that drama I had then the babes that were thinking we were in a relationship, were in the same church in choir, that were coming for rehearsals, are giving me high attitude. You see them talking about me and they're letting me know that it's me that it was just and I'd never been in that. I just felt like, what's the meaning of all of this? And I stepped back and said, no, I can't do this. So coming out of that and then coming into, then my husband says, oh, this is that, and I'm like, see, please. I was very straight up. I said, right now, peace of mind. I want my mind to rest. I want ease. So if you know you're coming, so it is, no, it can never be underrated. And when it's one of the things when I'm talking to couples, counseling couples, it's one of the things I tell them should be the hallmark of their relationship. Yes, every relationship, every marriage has a set of challenges. You know, but I always say that is how the challenges are resolved and considering certain things, you know. So I always tell them that this peace of mind is very key. If you know you're in a relationship and your peace is taken away of, and when you have challenges, you don't have this rest that this person has your back or your good to want to resolve this matter for both of you's peace of mind. You know, step out. It's really not worth it. So peace of mind, oh my goodness, it cannot be overemphasized. So I concur as well.
Just to add very quickly, something I've learned, but this, I mean, as time goes on, it keeps showing very clearly. What you want is looking for you.
Yes, you said that to me a lot.
I say it a lot to people.
Later half of this year.
What you are looking for
True.
is looking for you.
True.
If you are looking for excellence, excellence is also looking for you. And so I'm bringing that in because if you are looking for peace, peace is looking for you. So every time we're making a decision towards what it is that we really want or not. So if you want peace of mind from your friends, from your investment pattern, from your choice of work, the style of work, everything, you are choosing. You are choosing. Anytime you get a chance, choose the best. And by doing that, what you are, you know, our mind has a subconscious. By default, the best is locating us because there's nothing else that is going to come to us if not the best, because that is what we our energy, and not just in terms of people they see and say, no, you like. No. The aura is exactly is that you are looking at for whatever you're looking for. Just know that it's already available for you. It's looking for you too. The same way you are, I want to. That thing is also dragging seriously. That I'm looking for this person. Where is this person? But then, just like what Paul said, information. Information.
You're very right.
Good information. You know, to just know. And all that. As we are like this, there are people who are looking for Bakuma's type of personality to become friends, and they can really become very friends for life.
Yep.
You know, so.
I remember when I think I shared that experience with you, where I went to MC for this program, this mental health for children. Yeah. And then the guy, he was one of the sound engineers that was helping us set up and all that. So after everything, so I saw he was like, oh wow, great job, you did it. Is this what you do? I said, yes, so this is what I do. He was like, please give me your contact with that. And just last week we were looking for a media person. So I said, hey, oh Jesus. And you know, immediately said that. I remember what you said, and what you're looking for is looking for it. And so I said, please, this is what I do. You know, we exchange contacts, you know, keep me in mind, you know, and all of that. So when he said that thing, I think Emmanuel was with me then, and Michael. When he left, I said, remember what Uncle Told you say, that what you're looking for, I'll be all loud, and like, right, you know. So yeah, you're really right. You're really right. Same thing with I think one of my clients that said, that she didn't know that, you know, there was something like this in Nigeria, and you can have a counselor that you can go and meet and talk to, and I was like, hey, we're here, we exist. You know.
And apparently there are so many anyway.
Yes.
And I think just to add a little bit, it just speaks to put yourself out there.
True.
I mean, if you didn't go for the event, the person will not know that there's also somebody available like this.
Exactly.
Put yourself out there online. Complimentary cards, flyers. I've told you how 2 ladies came here from their school, computer lab, said they saw my flyer that they can rent books, and they came here to rent books. I don't even know who I gave my flyer to that now took it to a school's computer lab. And you can imagine that, I mean, if those two ladies that saw it, they didn't take it away, it means that other people also saw it also too. Just that a matter of time before those ones might come around, but they know. So investment also too is you putting yourself out there. Flyers, go for stores, competitions,
talk
things
about
like
what
that.
you do. When you get opportunities, talk about what you do. It's very important. Like recently, because I'd put my mind in this, or I need to put myself out there. Usually, if it was found, I've not been active. So, but this friend of mine, sister friend of mine, just said, that she's putting together anybody that's interested to, they want to, sort of like a group. If you post something, you want people to engage, so she has this schedule. I said, oh yeah, why not, and I joined, and we'll be all commenting and liking on each other's posts, talking, like commenting on each other's posts, and it's really been very, especially for Instagram, where they need all those engagements. Instagram picks all those things, the algorithm is, so it's really been very interesting.
Social media, just keep posting. Most don't have budgets for ad or all that. The social media, put out there. I mean, for me, for instance, I'm a very introverted person. I don't know how to walk up to somebody and start telling them even if it's about my business. But in any way you can, do your own thing. Like for me, I'm a flyer person. So if I won't give you flyer, I go look your face first. So, but at least I do flyer online. I'm telling you, all the things we do here, for instance, type it on Google, you will see it's there instantly. Whether it's Ludo, Abuja, Scrabble, Abuja, Chess, Abuja, you see us there. So, just try to put yourself out there. Exactly. And what you just said now, the magic is in the compounding effect. I was telling Coach Sharon some days ago that for the first time, this is 2.5 years I opened this gallery. For the first time, I'm receiving an order from somebody in Wuye. I've never met the person. He just called. Do you have canvas, art canvas? Yes. Not even unprimed. What are you going to do? And the person, but I just did dispatch. So it's one thing, but consistently. Very powerful, and that's where the compound, and that person now knows about this place, sees that we delivered, no issue, no complaint, nothing, and before you know it, the person can just walk in and might not even know. And I mean, so self-development, keep learning, believing. I learned so much from games this year. By the grace of God, next year I'm planning on master classes. Thinking. We are doing that already anyway, but this is high level thinking. How to think. So from games, learn. Keep believing. Ludo, keep believing. Even if you lose, keep believing. Have expectations. Before you play. You don't need countdown. 8.
I used it at the last Ludo that I played. That have an expectation in your mind what you want to get from it.
Yeah.
And it worked. I saw it work.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yes.
I will count. I want 5 2. And really.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Like, oh, this thing works. Really.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Games is also like, it also teach us things in life.
Yes.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Your time will come. Person feed day, just like that game where you go and you play your feed day house throughout. Everybody don't come out, don't they go. I get only 1 seed. And again, what I also learned from Ludo, talking about that bad energy equals to complaints. In life, don't try not to complain. In Ludo, if you are playing Ludo and you say, everybody they guesses. Person like you can't replace one way they outside with one way they inside, saying that one way they inside and bad luck.
Mindset.
Good. So when you lessen your complaint, because you can't be complaining and believing at the same time. But the moment you're like, okay, my time will come, and you believe, truly, if you look at the game of Ludo, everybody has his time. Oh. Even on a particular one game, everybody will have his time. We know it's luck, but the belief, you will still get your 6, you will come, but what you do your best, think your best, you know. So and it just mirrors life, because life, a lot of things are uncertain.
True.
A lot of things are so uncertain. What are the chances that you will make 500,000 naira in business next year? But you have to keep showing up, keep believing, keep throwing your 2 6, keep, you know, putting yourself out there. I mean, it's just like that. You know. So yeah. Any questions so far? Please, there's biscuit. Jaciel, you want biscuit?
Which I want.
Okay. Alright, so
Thank you.
Jaciel, you want?
You look sweet.
Choose your first now.
You don't see. What do you say?
Thank you, ma.
Baby girl.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
What do you do? What will you do?
In Jesus' name. Thank you for the sweet. In Jesus' name. Thank you for
And you give it to your mommy. At least you give it to your mommy. Not that they'll give you something, your mommy is not there. Say in Jesus' name, now lick it. You give it to your mommy first. Not just show her. Oh. Don't say, hey, mommy, I showed you now. You give it to her.
Okay.
Then she will not decide when to give you. Maybe you get home, she will not give you. I know you are looking at it. Wait. That's what my mama do me for when I small.
No, that's how it is.
Anything anybody give us, we go and give it to her. Omo. If not, in Jesus' name. Hey, mommy, don't you hear Jesus? For you nothing on this, don't they mouth. Don't put it back. You have eaten it already now. Don't put it back again.
You want to that factor and cook, so I give them. It's very cool.
Thank you guys for showing up. I believe, yeah, you guys enjoyed the session.
Please,
I
you're
don't
great.
learn anything. Lifestyle was short.
Yeah. So
Yes, I have. A lot of things were reiterated.